Hello! Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live! This is the Wildlands Wilderness Survival Guide. I guess it's the Wildlands Survival Guide. Episode 2. And tonight is a very, very, very special night because we have the OT, the original terrain, the Prime Dwarf, the originator, the OD, the Old Dwarf, the original Dwarf.
The OD.
Yeah. Mr. Stefan Picorni, CEO and founder of this crazy venture, here with us from Chateau
What
Picorni.
a great start. What a great start we're off to here, huh? Thank you, everybody.
How you doing, Stefano?
I'm okay. I'm stuck on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Usually I would have been, flying in and around there, hanging out,
Shooting off.
helping out a little, but now we're getting in everybody's hair,
Well,
I'm out here.
you're inciting some riots up on in the comments section. You're rabble rousing.
Yeah, you know me.
The OR, the original rabble rousing.
I'm lobbying,
Hey, well, I'm
So,
giving you this is a digital hug. Hello, it's good to. Wow. So tonight, Mr. Stefano, we have a couple of things. Before we got a bunch of questions we want to ask you. We have some questions from the viewers we need to address, and we're gonna go through. We're gonna look at today's add-ons. So you get to see. We can hold up some pieces and show you what's going on. But first, a couple of bits of news and follow-up before we get into the meat of this.
Kamala Harris is vice president, running mate.
Yeah, it's big news, right? Do you think is she a backer?
She should be.
Yeah, you reach out, put out some feelers. So I wrote myself these cryptic notes, and I have no idea what they.
Do you want me to translate?
Swamp Explore.
Oh,
it's the black rot. Oh, so we had an eagle-eyed viewer out there spotted that we had in the picture of the Swamp Explore pledge. Stefan, have you poured over these pictures like close? Have you gone to the website and done the blow up on the Wildlands website? You can actually go and see the pictures nice and high res.
I mean, I checked them out. They all look pretty good to me. I didn't scrutinize them microscopically.
Well, we've got some CSI. You know the backers. The CSI. Yeah. So somebody realized that was looking at the Explore the Swamp pledge and was like, "Hey, there's a black rot tree like sitting very prominently in front of this photo, but I don't see it in the composition list. Where is it?"
It's coming.
Well, no, we just forgot to put it in there, but yeah, first time we've ever made a mistake though. But yeah, it'll be the last, right?
Hey, 20 years without a mistake is not a bad record.
So we're updating that.
Yeah, I heard a whole bowl of beans was spilled at some point, but
so the field guide, right? So we were supposed to get the field guide up last night, and we had an approved version, but Johanna, our webmaster, has been without power for a week. Until she just got it back today. She's packed up her moving truck. She's moving to Arizona. She finished packing up her moving truck today, and she got power. Like they closed the gate on the truck, and power came back on the house. It was a sign. So she's been a little, she's been really trying to make it work best she can with like tethering to her cell phone, and it's just been a whole mess. But so she was supposed to get the field guide up last night. It didn't go up last night, but it was up this morning. So first thing, it was like, I don't know, 5:45 or 6 a.m. I like saw that it was up. I was super excited, and without looking at the link, because I'd already proofed it, like we were totally good to go. I like just fired it up in the comments. So I was like super excited to like finally share it with people, and then I was checking the rest of my messages and like saw a comment come in that was talking about things that nobody should know about. I was like, wait, what's going on here? And I was like, so then I frantically.
Usually, yeah.
So I blew up Johanna's cell phone. I was like, called her, I texted her, I sent her a Slack message, I sent her an email, and I video called her on Slack, and she was like, just unavailable. So I'm like frantically, I was like, no, there's a thing out there that shouldn't be in. But she caught it within about 10 minutes. But a few of her eagle-eyed backers spotted it. And what's been amazing is everybody's like super cool, like keeping secret
Can
what they saw.
keep a secret? Can they keep a secret? That's what we have to find out.
You know, they're all better at keeping a secret than you are, sir. Especially Ken Matson has been like, he's like the bean warden. Ken, we must knight you as the bean warden, because he's been like really good about keeping people not spilling no spoilers. And on Discord, a bunch of people were originally putting stuff off, and Chris Augustus talking to them, and they pulled the stuff down. They're being super cool, and so we have like the best backers. So thank you guys for keeping some of the secrets intact until it's time to reveal them. Because we have some surprises. It's it's gonna come out anyway, so like might as well just enjoy the ride. It's like knowing he was Tyler Durden the whole time. Like you don't want to ruin. Wait, did you see Fight Club yet? Oh.
Well, now you spoiled it.
Damn.
I
All you
think
had to do was not mention Fight Club.
They spill the beans, and they have to buy it.
They have to buy the beans. Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
Whatever they spill, they gotta back it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Full
how
up,
it works.
like all in, Yeah.
So what other fun things are we on? Oh, so there's the Great Grid debate continues. We just put a little thing in the update. Let us know where you stand, if you want grids or no grids. Essentially I don't know, I mean, you've been in the comments nonstop, Stefan, so
I want both.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. If we do a non-grid version, we can't replace it in the pledges because it becomes a fulfillment nightmare. So if we are going to do a non-grid version, which if there's enough demand, because really we need to make 500 or 1,000 of each thing that we're going to do with non-grid, we need to, there'd be add-ons. So are people cool with that? If we give you non-grid versions, they will be add-ons. They won't be baked into the pledges. So let us know your thoughts.
Scratch and later. We'll come later.
The what?
Pledge manager or later? Is that what it is?
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff grids?
Yeah.
People want scratch and sniff now, apparently.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a new, fifth dimensional. Like it's a scent.
The volcano could puff out a scent.
Yeah, I heard you wanted to put CBD oil in it or something. It doesn't vaporize essential oils or any you need a vaporizer for that. But it's like an ultrasonic. It's a humidifier.
I had a friend that had a thing called a volcano, and that
Wandy, yeah.
I probably shouldn't be talking about this.
I heard nothing but bad stories about it. Hold on a second. I can put this on a stand. Hold on.
Vaporize things into a little balloon. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've also heard a lot about Wandy, so I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, I don't know. We've heard of these things. We've heard of them.
Right. Yeah. They could exist somewhere in the world.
They could exist somewhere.
I hear that they exist in Colorado.
Volcanoes.
Somewhere they exist. I'm in Seattle, so But
so what are the other news?
I'm very excited about this. Because you guys kept a lot of stuff from me. I didn't see. You were all so furiously working on everything that I feel really like a fan. Yeah. And just when the Kickstarter launched, I'm like, oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! I haven't seen any of these sculptures.
What's it like being like looking at it from like a fan perspective?
From the outside, yeah, I'm like, ooh, that's nice. I mean, obviously we talked about. I have a general idea.
Yeah, you've seen a bunch of stuff, but yeah.
It's not like I can walk into the office and look over the shoulders of the sculptors. So we look at each other. We look at the stuff on video and stuff. But you guys are in such a hurry all the time. I don't get to see everything all the time. So
we always feel like we're behind. Like we're always like, no matter where we're at, there's there's no end to the art, right? Like you can just there's no end. Like.
And I know it's in good hands. I know that everyone there is doing good work, so I'm not worried about it. And so I get to appreciate it as a fan would. And
what's that like?
But then I lobby for the things I want. I lobby.
Relentlessly. You could go
those roads, the Roman roads.
You could go work in
But
DC.
You can make a road another way, right? You can do a negative space road.
So here's the tale. We'll get on the path of roads for a moment. So, we're talking about all sorts of different things initially, and we're sort of sketching stuff out. I've even mocked up roads, and eventually I was realizing we are having too many sculpts, right? There were too many things we were trying to do, and one of the so it went back to like what the defining principles of the Wildlands. The first defining principle was there's no active civilization. So I'm like,
it's wild.
Yeah, it's Wildlands. It's untamed. So we're like, well, so that means there's no like we don't have like cart paths or whatever, like that's out. But I was like, well, but we could still do like ancient roads, right? We've got some ruins, so there could be like, those old Roman roads that are overgrown and whatever, and that's really cool and wild and whatever. So those like held on for a while, and then it was just like, we just realized there's so much you need to do for the wilderness. The more you're doing with ruins, the less you can do wilderness. And like poor Michelle sculpted a bunch of unbelievable ruins things that we put on hold because we didn't have enough room. When the factory surprised us with a SKU limit, and so
a SKU limit.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Well,
like, they put a halt.
Yeah, they're not quite up at the capacity that they want to be. Like we're still here at the studio. We're kind of limping along a little bit. Like we're not quite.
Yeah, there's a pandemic.
Yeah.
There's still a pandemic happening. Yeah. It's amazing that we're even able to launch this Kickstarter.
Yeah, we haven't seen. Eli hasn't physically been down here since February. Michelle and Chuck moved to Pennsylvania specifically so they could be closer to the studio and come in here, and they haven't been in here since they've been in Pennsylvania. Yeah. They're hiding out from
everybody
bears.
Everybody comes in. Yeah. Everyone flies in, and there's a big powwow and a sculpting marathon where everybody is in together looking at what you're doing, and it's like a wonderful sculptural thing.
Nina's 30 minutes down the road and she's not here. Like it's really, we have 7 people in the office right now. Actually today we've had 4 people?
5 today.
5 people. Like it's it's a real skeleton crew. So it's a weird adjustment. And it's weird. It's not as fun not having everybody on the party ship, right? It's like it's a crazy pirate ship and you're all doing this thing, and it's So speaking of rabble rousing, so one of the things you were championing, and there was trees with no bases, right?
Yes.
Like a pack of trees or a couple of packs of trees that have their just our peg-based trees for people who have a lot of the existing Dread Hollow forest. So and it seems like there's some momentum for it. Would people be interested in some packs of trees that just were the toppers, no bottom? So if you had Dread Hollow, or let's say you bought the Explore the Swamp that has a bunch of stump toppers, you wanted to put in different trees instead of the dead trees, or you got the the mountains and you wanted to do different trees, you think people would be into that?
Trees without pants, it's just like doing Zoom, like
yeah.
Are
you
Stefan? Have the pants. We just want to switch the tops.
Are you wearing pants right now?
No.
Alright. You gonna prove that?
No.
Love it. Well, so let us know if you guys are interested. If you're interested in trees without pants, we can. It's something to think about, and that's one of the things one of the things about Kickstarter is we can react if a whole bunch of people are like, hey, we want trees without pants, we can make that happen. Like, I mean, we don't have an unlimited.
It wasn't my idea. Somebody else said that, and I was like, of course, that's what we want. Of course. Yeah, that wasn't my idea, but I have all these trees. I got a bunch of them, but I don't need all the bases. I have enough bases.
Yeah.
I just want to change the tree tops.
Well, the other thing is we have some tree packs. Like today we released a tree pack. We'll look at the Swamp Tree Pack, and they've got some bases in there. But you could get one of the new packs and then a couple of the topper trees without the pants, and then just swap out. You use the bases that you just got and swap out the different trees. So I don't know. I think it makes a lot of sense.
I know a lot of thought. people don't realize this. A lot of technical thought goes into all of this.
A staggering.
I mean,
yeah.
You guys are all thinking about the complexity of how many pieces, and we're trying to make not an excess or superfluous amount of pieces because we got to keep the cost down.
Well, and
don't have to luxury adding pieces,
And it's not just the pieces; it's also the number of sets, right? So one of the things that slowed us down on Caverns Deep was we had too many different sets and too many sets that were similar. Like that's one of the reasons we can't doing the pledges. If we did pledges with grids and without grids, it makes fulfillment more complicated because the pickers get confused, and when you have two things that are almost identical except for like one letter on the package, it's harder. The mistakes go through the roof, and we had it with Caverns Deep where like the ice set looked the same as the regular set, looked the same as the Underdoom set, except one had a U and one had a ice, and it was just like we had so much misfulfilled things because the boxes look identical except for like one little letter on the SKU. And it was like, it was a mess.
Well, should go with more colors, like.
Janet put some colors on the labels.
Many colors. So they can color code them. It's for the factory to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, but so we have all sorts of limits that. But as you well know, creativity thrives on limits, right? Artists want some limits. Otherwise, like, who knows what we do.
We don't want any limits, but we would be out of business.
Yeah, we need limits.
Have to reel it in, or we won't survive, and we want to survive.
Yeah. I hopefully you guys want us to survive too, right? Like,
I mean, this wilderness thing could be 2 Kickstarters.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I mean,
everything could be 2 Kickstarters. Really,
Yeah.
There's so much. Yeah. Well, I heard you were lobbying for the Road to Ruin. That was the.
Whatever that is, yes.
Yeah.
The road. I don't know what that is. Doesn't sound good.
Well,
don't quote me on that. I don't really want the road to ruin. I just want some roads, and there are a few things that I would like to see.
Some ruins and some.
Maybe we can get them in the Pledge Manager, or maybe next Kickstarter. As we talked about what we might do next one, because it looks like we're still in business.
So far, it's looking like better business than ever.
It's looking pretty good. So I think we'll be able to do another one, and maybe another one after that, and then, who knows?
We're right now. Let's get through this one. That's my plan.
We don't look too far ahead because then we'll go nuts.
Yeah.
One Kickstarter time.
But let's look at. I want to look at the add-on packs for today. Speaking of looking ahead. So wait, Stefan can't see it, can he?
If he watches the stream, he can.
No, but I'll hold them up for him also. All right, so we have 3 add-on packs to do. So for those of you that are new to this, every day we're gonna add some new add-on packs to the offering, right? We drip each day, a couple new add-ons, more options, give you things. We don't launch it all at once, partially so that we can do like the trees without pants pack or whatever. Like it gives us some options to keep things flexible, react to what people are interested in. And also it just gives our team time to proof stuff and check it, and we roll it out a little at a time. But so we have 3 add-on packs today. One of them is, you like these, Stefano, it's the small mountain floors. So we have you've got tons of Aranthor mountains, right? We've got those big 8x8 floors, these big 4x4 floors. And now we've got, can you see these? Wait, where's my...
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that.
2x2. Move this.
Very useful.
2x2, 1x1, or a 2x1, 2x2, and 1x1 mountain floors. So that really, you know what they're particularly useful for? If you're working with a bunch of 6x6s and you want to like put a house in line with your 6x6s, you throw the house down and then you put the 2x2s around it like this. Or if you're trying to work with those, the 8x8 Aranthor floors and you want to work these 6x6s together, you throw the 2x2s up against it. Or when it's really fun if you're trying to make your your city stuff compatible with your mountains or really anything. They're the fiddly
Gotta
bits.
put the dwarven stronghold up there in the mountains.
Yes. Oh. Well, you know what? Okay, hold that thought. Remind me about the Dwarven Stronghold when we look at the third add-on pack, because that's we have a thing for that. So this pack, I don't know what it has. Like, it has like 8 and 8 and 8 or something, but lots of little fiddly floors, so you can do some advanced ability stuff. That should be helpful and useful, particularly for people who have.
It's 8 and 8.
We got in Mithras.
Woo!
In Mithras, we have 3 strongholds, 3 dwarven strongholds. Dor Brael, Dor Kalum, and Dor Carathiel. Right?
Yeah.
So lots of strongholds that I gotta build.
You know, those were the only 3 names I got past the gatekeeper there. Remember, we were doing in a flurry. We were trying to put names in your map, and you just ended up killing every name. But I got 3 dwarf names in. I was like,
that was your contribution.
Yeah. Dor Kuratha.
You said I don't know if it was you or Eli, but you're like, we got to put some islands out there. So we put the islands out there.
You named those though. You had a cool name. Yeah.
The Isles of None.
Yeah, because none return.
Because none return.
Yeah, there were no islands on the map, and I wanted to extend that island range out into the water because it would look cool.
A lot of good contributions there that make sense. But I didn't want to overpopulate everything. Don't want things to get too complicated.
It's too much
Life is complicated enough.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
All right. So next we have the swamp.
The source book is coming.
The what?
One day.
A storm?
One day the source book.
Oh, I
the
think
Mythic source book will come.
I think you said a big
Still
storm.
working on it.
A big storm is coming.
Big storm coming.
You ever see that movie with Michael Shannon? What is it? The storm. Oh, he's like just a hardworking construction worker that has a vision that like great storm is gonna come. And so he like steals all this construction equipment from his work to build like a giant bunker in his backyard. And his wife is like, "You're nuts," and he gets fired. He's everything. He's like, "No, a storm is coming. A storm is coming." And they're like nuts. And then at the end of the thing, well, you just watch it. It's
Take shelter.
Take shelter. Yeah, I saw that at Sundance, and he was talking.
Give me shelter.
Sundance with a storm.
Sundance, yeah, dance, moon, rain dance. All right, so next we've got the swamp trees pack. So speaking of trees pack, so these trees have pants, so they're not on a Zoom call.
But they're wet.
Yeah, they're swampy. The drippity.
Pants are wet.
So we've got these swamp stump lumps. So we have two. We have the large stump lump and the small stump lump, and there's 2 smalls and 1 large. And these are basically let you pop your trees and anything, right? You can put them on negative space. You can put them on a existing forest floor. If we have. Oh, here's an old school one.
I have 1 small, 1 large.
You have what?
1 small, 1 large.
Really? And 1 cypress and 1 willow?
1 cypress, 1 willow, 1 projecting root, 1 small.
Oh, there you go. I don't
moss.
even know the compositions. I mean, so then we got. Do you see this thing, Stefan? These projecting roots. These like cypress.
My video is like blank.
Inspired by the crazy mangrove cypress trees. So these things are. They plug in. And have this cool swampity effect, right? Oh, this one's all bent, but you get the idea.
I like the new textured swampy water.
Yeah.
All
right, so you have like that cool overhangy root. Oh, you can't see because you're not on the camera, but here's.
Can't see. Oh, look at
those
that.
things like all Dagobah.
Yeah. Oh, love it.
We lost Stefan's.
Are those
Stefan,
new?
you're muted. You muted yourself.
What? I didn't mute anything.
Oh, there you go. Now you're back.
I didn't touch a thing.
I don't know.
Hello?
I said Dagobah, and it was all over. So we got.
There's a gremlin. There's a gremlin in the live stream. Look at that. Oh,
weeping willow tree. Put that down here.
Down by the river, you gotta put that.
Yeah, right, hanging out in the swamp.
Yeah, and then the swamp troll comes out and grabs you.
And we have this cypress, the bald cypress.
I love trees. These are gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I I need so many of those.
They are wildly complex pieces, so all the trees are pricier than we wish they would.
Yeah, but they're dwarvenite. I mean, you can just throw them in a bin.
I
You
had
don't have to worry about them. No flocking.
I had my kids try and destroy them, and they couldn't. It was like,
Yeah, it's great when you have to tear down your build and you just want to throw everything in I have like little buckets or bins, or when I throw them all in this and that, and then you're like, oh, thank God for dwarvenite.
oh, it's the best.
You know?
Well, you've lugged resin around to conventions all over the world. That's just like the
Still
most
do
painful.
it sometimes in the luggage, and the TSA is always opening it up and leaving their little note in the luggage. We check the luggage, and it usually is okay. Once in a while, something breaks in half or something, and you just glue it back, and you can't even tell.
Do they ever say like "Happy Gaming" or anything? No.
I know, no. But
Ye-
sometimes when they check, if I take something through the, in my handbag,
Yeah.
sometimes every once in a while you get a gamer. And be like, oh, these are cool. Is this for that game? Or, in a very, very rare instance, you might get someone that actually knows what it is. It's like, oh my God, you're Stefan Picorni. Very rarely, but that happens.
That just happened to Nina today on the street. She said she was walking
Nina, I
Momo
recognize.
with her mask on, walking Momo, and some guy. Well, it was close, so he stopped her and said, "Hey, you're from that Critical Role company, huh? You guys do cool stuff. Good luck with your Kickstarter," and walked off. So
Hey,
pretty close.
They get
I'd say.
mixed up, but
Yeah.
yeah.
He got the Kickstarter part and the rocking part right.
We
not
are
so bad.
involved with them. I mean,
Yeah.
they use our terrain.
So our last, the last thing in this thing, was there a stump topper in this thing?
Not based on the graphic I have.
All right, well, then I messed that one up. So we've got these little hanging moss bits. There's like 4 of these in here, and these are, you see this? It's Spanish moss, which is neither Spanish nor moss. So we're just calling it hanging moss because there's no Spain, right? There's no Spain in Mithras.
Well, it's also
That
not
looks
from
kind
Spain.
of like I don't know, something
Slime. Well,
nice.
So we made these, but we're gonna modify them a little bit because Toby had this really good idea that if we expanded them just a little, they could fit over more of the branches. But even better, they could fit over like the dungeon walls. So
Ooh.
yeah, right. So you could do like a green slime similar to like the old days. See what I have here,
Yeah.
Stefan? I pulled out some of your
That's
old
old school resin.
some of your old creations. Yeah, we got
Old
some
resin.
old school resin. In fact, I have a question. This is like 20 right from 20 something years ago. Here's a question for you, Stefan. Oh, first I'll check this one out. Oh, this is an old Stefan classic.
Oh,
but,
trap set.
yeah,
But you can still get that, can't you? The trap set.
I think we have some on the website, right? These crazy.
So much fun, the trap set.
Yeah, you can swap them out. But here's a question for you, Stefan. I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask. So, you recognize this, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
The bridge from the caverns river pack. So, on the bottom of this bridge, can you guys see? There's some initials. There's some initials carved into the bottom of the bridge, right? This is a classic, classic Stefan. That little tiny hidden touches. What is this? Is this Mari? It's SP
that's
plus
when
MP.
I was married. That's when
Yeah.
I was married to
See, it's your wife's
Japanese lady, Mari Ishida.
who could cook, man.
Mari-san?
She was.
I didn't actually carve those initials in there.
No?
It wasn't me. No, this was Jeff Martin. He did that to surprise me.
Ah,
Yeah, before I didn't know they were going to be there.
it's
And
cute.
later, they did it in secret, and then they showed me afterwards. Like, you see what we did? So
It's a
that
very
was kind of cool. That was
well,
kind of cool.
and that's those fun little thoughtful touches. That's
Yeah.
that legacy lives on. Those little tiny hidden bits. You love doing.
Yeah, yeah, we're still friends. We got divorced. It didn't last very long, but
Well, she came and cooked in during Castles She
Yeah,
came and she cooked big meals for the team.
She was in New York City at the time, and we had a kitchen,
Yeah.
and she was in need of money, and I said, "Well, Amari, come over and cook for my office, and I'll pay you. I'll pay you some money."
It was
So
great.
I hired her to come and cook some ramen noodles
Ooh.
in the office.
And spaghetti, and there were a couple of
Whatever,
meals. Yeah, it was great.
I missed her cooking.
She could cook. Yeah.
And and at that time we were divorced, but I was going out with Lulu, and she was a good sport about it. I don't think she was that happy about my ex-wife coming over and cooking, but
she wasn't that happy about anything.
Well, she was a plain tell it like it is person. She's not, but she was okay with it. She was okay with it. Yeah.
All right, so you ready for this third? Can we? How much wire? How much tether do we have on this camera?
What are you planning on doing?
I want to come over here. How much?
I can move it forward to the front of this table, and I can zoom in.
All right, let's
a
try
lot.
that. Let's see.
You're tethered.
Are you trying to show that
like
whole...
when we have the thief
So
leash.
this is the thing I'm building.
The thief leash.
Oh. You can get it up there without losing the power cable. Cool. And then you want to just turn that way.
Fun fact:
Just get very close.
Spanish moss is in the same family as pineapple.
What? Spanish
Yeah.
moss and pineapple?
I
Hold on a
didn't
second.
know
I gotta take my headphones off.
Wow. Can you put Spanish moss on a pizza?
Hold on, sorry, I can't hear Stefan. I know the audience can.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Happened last
Can you hear
time,
me?
too.
Yeah, this thing's
Hello?
loose.
Can someone hear me? Hello?
All right,
All right,
Stefan, you're gonna have to tell a joke to the audience while I get my audio
they
back.
Can hear me? They can hear me?
They can
They
hear
can
you.
hear?
Yeah, I can't though.
All right. 3 gnomes and a dwarf walk into a bar. What happens?
All right. Here
I don't know what
Gotta watch
happens.
You gotta watch the live stream that we did.
3 gnomes and a dwarf walk into a bar.
Ouch.
We're gonna do another live stream. We're gonna be on another thing. Well, the office is gonna have one. When does that happen? That's on the schedule.
Did anybody say Michelle's joke?
Yeah,
What?
I said it yesterday.
The one about Aaron? Yeah.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh, what happens? What happens to after? What happens to Aaron after a long day of painting the mountains,
Oh.
Stefan?
I don't know.
Aaron Thor.
What?
She's Thor from A Long Day of Painting. Thor. Aaron Thor. Aaron Thor. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah it's a.
Thor.
Yeah, but Aaron Thor. Aaron Thor.
All right.
No. Okay. So
It's all right.
it was Michelle. I didn't. But I love it.
Okay.
All right.
That's
so,
like a dad joke or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm a dad, so. So the last check this out. I don't know if you've seen. So this is the last add-on.
Woo! Waterfall.
Yeah. Oh wait, you know what I can do? Hang on, let me tilt this down and see
You
if
really
can
want to see waterfalls? Like,
Can
woo!
you see that there? Yeah.
That's gonna be my new favorite piece, the waterfall.
So this
Okay.
is So for those of you that watched on the Anvil regularly, we did 5 or 6 different episodes. Waterfalls showed up. You can sort of see the process of we went through a lot of iterations on this phone on the Mox, but this is the final iteration. So we have these as this add-on pack. We were going to do it a couple of days later, but everybody's been clamoring for it, so we thought we'd release them out now. So
Wow, look at that.
it's a semi-modular design. It's not. So we were trying to in the battle between modularity and beauty. This is the thing you taught me early on, Stefan. Is you said not everything can do everything. Sometimes you have to pick. You just have to pick to make it either really beautiful or really modular, but you usually can't have both. And with waterfalls,
Don't try to do too much.
yeah, in waterfalls it seemed like they wanted to be beautiful, right? They just needed to be beautiful, but we were able to get some cool modularity in there.
Yeah. Also, as a dungeon master, you don't want to deal with like 24 different bits to build
Yeah, I had
your
some.
waterfall.
I had some very fiddly designs at one point where it's like 9 pieces to do one thing.
It'll just all fall apart when you try
Yeah.
to put miniatures on it.
So we got this is a standalone set, it's its own thing, so you can get it without having to spend a bazillion dollars, hopefully. And Eli did all the sculpting on
That's
these.
a big mold.
It's a big, beautiful mold. The one of the best parts, of, like the back, is like a cross section of the water.
Nice.
And this is on the here. It didn't get painted, but there's a little fish.
You gotta put little fish in there. You gotta
There's a
put
little fish. There is. I don't know if you
there
can see
is?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't get painted, or she, or they, it, whatever. It didn't get painted, but there is a little. There's a little fish there. And also this has. Hey, archivist.
Yes.
Do you know where a suspended perch might be?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Tyler knows where everything is. Doesn't even make sense because nothing is where it's supposed to be. But
Probably high up.
so we got these two. One's a more vertical. This is the more vertical one. This is the slower cascade, and here's the spill out piece. Right. Yeah, Toby spent a long time trying to get the casting color on these right. And then Aaron, it was really cool. Aaron took the terrain trays and used the terrain tray art to figure out the color for the painting so that it would mesh. Yeah. Right. It was kind of a neat, and this is actually not the final color of the terrain trays, but it's close enough. So the whole thing could kind of flow together really seamlessly. And so the way these things work is we have these cool cutout pieces, which we'll talk about in a sec because it goes to your Dwarven Kingdom. And then you pop these on, and then everything lines up nice, and you can stack up super high. Like this. You can knock this back if you want. You can knock it back an inch.
Yeah.
You can knock
it back.
this back, so you can do like slow cascade.
And then you could put monsters on the sides there.
Yeah.
On the
Well,
ledge.
when he finds this perch, we'll have some more options too, and then you can kind of stack up as high as you want. And then at the bottom here, it's designed so it can take the banks, so you can. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I need a rod.
Oh, hold on.
Nice.
Hold on. Actually, I gotta take that back.
Is that what
I don't think it has.
Stefan, everyone wants to know if you're gonna have fireball shots tonight.
Oh, you doing fireball shots tonight?
I had a bunch the other night.
Yeah,
we
heard
know.
about it. Yeah.
Got another thing tomorrow. So
What's tomorrow?
I don't remember, but there's something.
Something is happening.
There's always something around here I gotta do.
Where is this suspended perch? I gotta show you this.
Home ownership.
I have one somewhere.
Yeah, we have them. We have so many of them. Where did they?
Not really. There's always been a dearth of
No, we
perch.
have like 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody
Sorry.
stole the waterfalls.
No, we gotta show you this little perch because it's a nice touch.
Then a breach.
What
Although
does
we
the
did
back
design
look
this as like theoretically you can balance a mini on here, which is also super cool. So we're very happy to roll this add-on out because people have been clamoring for it. It should be fun, and it lines up on the sides here. And so we also, you can pop this out if you want and use it as you could use it in your caverns or whatever. It becomes a 4x4. And where's the hidey hole? Let me get this. Hold on one second. Let me get the hidey hole.
Do you have some of the previous water terrain trays as well?
Go again?
Old water terrain trays?
Yes, there's one right behind Chris. The oldest of old. So the other cool thing is this cutout. Yeah. Here you go, right onto the old water train tray. Pop on that dado if you'd be so kind. This glass leaves a little light. So the other neat thing is this cutout. So if you wanted to do the kind of cave behind the waterfall gag, you could pop this out on the table and then pop in this hidey hole escarpment. Can you see? This has got a right, and it goes all the way through. Because there's something really satisfying, right, when you can see it go all the way through. There's something I don't know why it's so satisfying.
It's like the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, dude. Which Daniel Day-Lewis just runs for like 3 hours straight in that movie.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So awesome. Now you can actually reenact that.
Yeah.
And have it be like orcs or goblins or whatnot.
Come.
You know?
And so then here's the other fun thing. So then this hidey hole, you have this stepped, this little stepped crag pops in there, and that can seal up the cave opening.
Oh.
It's fun, right? But this is not in the set because we wanted to keep the price down as we could. But there will be a set that'll be just this also, so you can get them and mix
That's
and
an
match.
add-on.
Oh,
The
Tyler's found
add-on.
Real quick question about the actual add-on. You used 2 cutouts, but there's only 1 in the add-on. Correct?
Is there?
Well, let me.
No, there's 2 in the add-on.
There is.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody was flagging that.
I will
Is there
double check that, but that yeah, there's 2.
Here, I got it here. It says 1.
All right. So
It says
where's the
1
perch?
plunge waterfall, 1 cascading waterfall, 1 cutout, 1 river, 2 swamp banks, and then 1 suspended
we-
perch.
Okay.
Maybe we should
The hidey hole is
Adjust it.
great.
wait for this if I can get this thing to work.
I have a feeling that this waterfall is going to be so successful that in the next Kickstarter we're going to have to do an expansion set.
Well, we designed it to be expandable. So I can't get the pegs to work right, but we have this little suspended perch that comes with it, and there's this little peg system here. So you'll be able to peg this perch on there also. So if you want a little more gameable space on your waterfall, you have that little treacherous overhang. Definitely, you need like a dex check to land that or something.
Excellent. That'll all be fitting better
I
when we
lost his,
manufacture it.
Audio. Hold on, I can't hear you, Stefan. Hold on, please stand by.
Hello?
Oh, there you go. You're back. It's good.
That'll all be fitting tighter and better in the manufacturing process.
Oh yeah, no,
Use
these are
cast in the office.
They're cast right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to your, remember you were talking about the Dwarven Fortress. Wait, tell a joke for a second. I gotta get some stuff. Hold on. Go tell it. Or stall it for
well,
time.
you know, all these 3 mountains. I think we might have to add some waterfalls on these dwarven mountains. Maybe there's a waterfall that goes around the fortress. Somebody said also they like to have some mountaintops with snow.
Ooh,
Some
that'd be
snowy
cool.
mountaintops, and I thought that was an awesome idea.
Ooh, how's your Kickstarter sculpting going?
Yeah, I'm sculpting away for the Destination Fantastic.
Do you have anything you
And,
can show?
Yeah, I got right here, right next to me. Here I'm working on this stuff right here. It's a heavy thing. I can't actually. Oh no, I can. I can remove this. All right, came off. There. I'm working on a piece for Destination Fantastic. It's going to be cast in this kind of
Amazing.
stuff. Yeah. Doing that work. We're a little bit behind, but it will all get fulfilled, and it's all going to be. It's better than what we promised. And a lot of good things are happening. We got great things that we can't speak about yet. We've crossed some hurdles. And I have to not spill the beans.
I see.
But, yes, some things are happening.
Oh, yeah.
Very
You can use a
interesting.
new 2x2.
Good things.
All right. So check this out, Stefan. You ready? You ready to buckle up? Can you see? Can't see what's up on there. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we can take this. You can take this thing, and then let's say we take a couple of our 2x2 floors. Oh, well, they will fit in there when the
The
factory.
fitting will improve in the factory stage. Yeah.
No, I can do it with a floor. All right, put them there, and then you can take, like, let's say you had a city builder building. You can fit that into the side of the cliff. Where's the close up?
Ooh, look at that!
Hold on. Let's see.
I see the dwarven fortress coming to life.
Right, so you could build a thing into the into the side of the cliff, or
so you can build the fortress right into the mountain.
yeah, right. So that was the one of the big reasons for doing this.
Awesome.
So you can build your gatehouse in there. And then here's the best one. This is the one you buckle up for this bad boy. You can throw your hell gate.
Whoa. Well, that's.
Right? And then you get like
some lava around that one.
yeah. You build some things out. It's like, whoa. So like,
I'm sure we're gonna see some fantastic fan builds when this stuff comes out.
oh, it's gonna be outrageous. Yeah, people are gonna be. Oh, we also the portal, the dread. Hold on, let's see the house.
Modularity. It's all about modularity. Here's the Hell's Gate. Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities. What was I looking for? There was a
Portal.
no. It was. I said portal, but I meant this thing. Portal would actually also fit too.
That's the Hell Gate.
Yeah.
The Hell Gate. But that should have lava around it, you know, like rather than water.
In the pack, we
There's
put
only
the two
one.
1x2 floors in there to substitute as a cutout.
Got it. Are there 1x3 escarpments or no?
No.
Lots of possibilities.
That's lots of fun possibilities with this thing. You could also use the 1x3s. Where do we have these guys?
Double doors.
Oh yeah, I forgot the dungeon double doors fit in there really nicely. There's tons of you guys are gonna have. There's a lot of options. You could also use these end caps. Work if you want to build a thing into the.
Yeah.
What's going on? Oh, it's the mic. Can you swing the mic so it's not shadowing the? There you go.
Yeah. You can make like an island fortress.
If you want to, it's 1x3.
A rocky island.
So anyway, so that's so we got modular waterfall. Very excited to finally roll that out.
We need some snow-capped peaks.
Okay, so we got. Do you want to? Should we take some questions from the audience, Stefan? Or do you want to talk? I had a couple questions for you too.
Let's
Want to do
take
that
the
first?
questions.
Oh, I lost you again. I can't hear him.
Take the questions. I'm here.
He says questions.
Hello? Hello?
Hold on, stand by. Oh, it's no, still gone. Do you know sign
I'm here.
language?
I'm
Mace is
hello?
fluent in
Okay.
sign language. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Can you hear me?
No,
I'm
there it is.
here.
Cutting
I'm
in
here. I'm here.
It's kinda
I'm
fun.
the only one here.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you're back.
You talking to me?
What keeps
You
fading?
talking to me?
This thing's going.
Talking to me?
There you go. All right.
So what are the questions?
All right, I have two questions for you. One, so what's going on with the big bad? We were just talking about this right before the show. So you're going on. When is that?
That I'm not sure when it is. They're going to record it in 5 days. They're going to record us running through some crazy gauntlet type adventure that they have many teams assembled that are going to all try them. So it's like a tournament, and then they're going to like the tournament, they're going to grade them and see who does the best and who's the winner.
Well,
so they asked me to assemble some people.
Who's on
I
your
got
team?
Luke Gygax. Alyssa Teague. I got James Stat Track Kelleher. Richard Radney, who always used to go to Gen Con with his New York crew and win the trophy every year. And then it's me and Ann.
Nice.
We're gonna play 5th edition. We're gonna play. We gotta learn 5th edition.
You sort of know 5th edition.
We're brushing up on it,
Yeah.
and I think we can handle it. We got a good team.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, it's
and they're going to use the terrain, Dwarven Forge terrain.
Well,
I have no idea. You sent it off to them. I have no idea what terrain they're going to use.
yeah.
I don't know.
I met with them at PAX East. Was it PAX East? Yeah, the last convention before the world shut down, and they've got a pretty cool thing. So they basically they built out something. We gave them a bunch of cavern stuff. They had a bunch of resin caverns and some other things. So we gave them a bunch of. They have a cool build, and the premise is it's 2 DMs. So one of them is the DM that's like the referee DM, and the other one plays the big bad guy. So there's a nemesis. So you're gonna have like one guy that's role playing at you and thwarting you. He's the antagonist, and the other was the DM that kind of is arbitrating the whole thing. And they have a whole bunch of. They've got some big teams going through. So it's gonna be interesting to see how you rank up. We should bet on it. Should we put some? Should we have a pool? Like put some money.
Okay, they're telling me that they're not expecting the show to air until sometimes in the fall.
Yeah.
And so we'll let everyone know as it gets closer. Wandering. It's going to air on their YouTube channel, Wandering DMs, on YouTube. Wandering DMs.
Yeah.
And so we will in the fall. So when it gets closer, we'll let everybody know.
Yeah.
But
So
of course we're win. And so if you bet on the A team.
Woo! What's the name of your team?
Woo! We don't have a name yet.
The Woo. So speaking of airing in the fall, what's going on with Destination Fantastic? Is there anything you can tell the viewers, right? Because isn't that going to be airing soon?
We were
Maybe?
set back. We're set back a lot by the pandemic, But
I thought you were inches away from a deal. Or can you not talk about it?
Yeah. I'm not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, it's top secret.
We do have interest from a very, very good place. And so this is one of the reasons why I can't talk about it. Because everything, that's the way it operates. And then the whole industry, filming shows and all this kind of thing, everything ground to halt.
Well, that should up your value because your show's already in the can. Right, so for those of you that don't know, Stefan shot a travel show pilot called Destination Fantastic with Satine Phoenix, and
it looks beautiful. I've seen very soon we're going to release that video to the backers.
You did a Kickstarter, and you raised $100K, and have a bunch of stuff to give out to folks, and it's in the works, right?
We have Wormwood provided some rewards. I'm drawing lots of stuff up, sculpting some stuff. I just showed a piece. Satine is doing the same. We did games. We ran some games. We ran some workshops. And there's a few more things I have to finish. My fault for being a little slow on that. But it will get done.
Do you have those? Do you have those clay pieces that you could show?
I showed one of the latest pieces. This is very rough. I just started this. This is the last big piece that I have to do.
Wow.
The other piece is a freestanding piece. It's very easy, but this is the hardest piece of all of them.
How are you gonna mold that? That's bonkers. That's a.
When I do that, and then I paint it. I'm gonna dry brush it. Not an extensive, but a little dry brushing, and they're all signed. But those rewards are coming.
Cool.
And there are a lot of things that are finished, and me and Ann are going to ship them out from the house. A lot of these things, and it'll just keep happening. We just sent an update out a few days ago, and the next 1 and 2 weeks from now, rewards are coming out. The soundtrack, wow, that in itself is like a great reward. It's like all the music that has been remastered from the Torgonaut. All the music done by Josh Bishop, the director. He worked with John Ashton of the Psychedelic Furs.
Whoa!
And the soundtrack is amazing. This is something you're going to love to listen to. I think it could. I want to make an album.
Yeah.
I want to make an album.
Put it on
but
Spotify.
Of course, I got to spend money.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But lots of great, cool stuff coming out. And so we hope to have some good news very soon, and at least this partnership that will then. It's not easy.
No.
It's not easy to get these things made. To do a TV show is not easy. The one episode, great, but we want to do a show. And one thing I also want to say is difficult because it shifted from a fan-made project to now we didn't actually raise the astronomical amount of money that we needed to do that. So we actually had to go back to getting some big company or film production company to do the show. And that's why all the secrecy, because you can't show the stuff, because then whatever company you sign, they'll be like, well, we don't want to, to sign on to something that's already been shown,
Right.
So
they want to premiere it and feel like
there's all kinds of these problems. So this is why, and I know that I've said many times, great news is coming, but then they don't tell me. They don't work it out. And there's lawyers involved, and lawyers, and we finally finished off our end of the lawyer stuff. And now there'll probably be another round of lawyers with whoever, But we've overcome some great hurdles, and now we're ready to overcome some other hurdles.
Hurdles on top of hurdles.
Very happy with the people that have taken interest in it, and I just can't say anything about it.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching it at some point.
The episode that we filmed, which was super expensive, would cost way more money than the Kickstarter. And it's the Kickstarter, I'm sorry to say, really didn't make us any money.
Yeah.
we basically just paid for the Kickstarter, which is sad. We really, how we said we need to raise $100,000. That's really not what we were hoping. We were hoping to raise $1 million, $2 million. So we really, all the Kickstarter did was put us in trouble to have to fulfill all these rewards. We're breaking even, but we didn't help. It didn't help us to do anything for the show. Actually, to be perfectly honest, it just made us do a lot of work.
So what's the lesson there
but
for other creators?
If the one thing the Kickstarter did, maybe, hopefully, was it got some people to look at it.
Yeah.
That, we didn't raise enough money to do more episodes on our own. We only made enough money to finish off the cost of the first episode, but we didn't raise enough money to do any other episodes, which was, unfortunate. But hopefully now people with money, billionaires out there, people that have money, will pick up the show because people need content now.
Yeah.
People want content. And here is a great thing to do. Who doesn't like nerdy, geeky things? And, so we'll see. I have high hopes. There are a lot of people that believe in the project. And so working on the rewards, and hopefully also
crossing fingers.
The actual show, which is the most important part, will get made.
Woohoo!
We don't want to just play one episode. We want a show. We want to do it year after year. We want many episodes. So please, just a little bit more patience, and we will hopefully get that done. We were going to get something done no matter what, in whatever form it is. Even if the budget has to come way down, and that we got to go guerrilla, like with just me and a guy with a camera, going to conventions and crazy places, guerrilla style, super low budget, I will do it. We will get something made. Maybe it won't be on the level of Anthony Bourdain or National Geographic, which the first episode really is that level. It's like the best level. If we can't get the funding for that, we will at least get the funding for some kind of show that will come out.
You can do a lot with little. We shot the intro video. I only had a crew of 3. It's Selena, Sauce, and Dennis, and that was it.
Something is going to happen, because this project is a big dream of mine, and I'm not going to give up. So something will happen.
Right.
Well,
let's look at let's take some viewer questions. Are there any questions? Are there any viewers?
Yes, we have questions and viewers.
Woo! Questions and viewers.
One of them is: are we gonna get some super heavy duty stretch goals soonich by Jump Axis?
By who?
Jump Axis.
Jump Axis. What do you mean by super heavy duty stretch goals? I don't understand.
I wonder if they were waiting for the waterfall to be revealed.
It's not
a stretch goal.
Or
Yeah,
no,
we have some.
I'm thinking
We have some
add-ons.
fun stuff coming. And we have this Saturday. We're gonna reveal our biggest stretch goal. Should be fun. Yeah, Stefan's like, what? Go on.
I don't even know what it. I don't even know.
Surprise
what it is.
attack! Surprise attack! You're gonna ambush. Now we'll reveal something Saturday, and we have some very exciting stuff. We just have to be patient. In the meantime, you get they're knocking down stretch goals like nobody's business. Like
See, now I know what it feels like to be on the other side.
You're like, I want
You
more.
know, you're like, quick now, reveal it, spill the beans,
But
spill
then,
the beans.
imagine if everything was just there on day one. Then what do you do for the rest of the time? You just
It would be boring.
yeah.
It
What's
would be boring.
yeah like
Also, if you unleash everything on day one, the people's minds blow up. You can't wrap your head around it.
yeah
It's better to release it little by little,
Yeah,
so
trickle.
that you can fully have time to understand the first assault. Once you get that figured out and wrapped around
First
your head,
assault.
then you can learn a little bit more, and then a little more, and a little more.
Yeah, we've got some stuff, and there's gonna be some fun, spicy ones coming up through the course of this thing. So lots to look forward to, but it's only day 3. It's only day 3. We're doing it, So
3 days.
there's good stuff. There's good stuff coming. What else? What else do we have? What other?
Rad Austin 27 says, "Can there be an add-on for all 3 textured mats?"
Well, we haven't made the other ones yet, but yeah, we could work on something. We're gonna. So we have these textured mats. I don't even have a sample of the full 2 foot. We have these big 2 foot by 2 foot mats that have a cool water texture on them and stuff. But I don't have a full 2 by 2 sample yet. We're waiting for it. But we were just using. We did some mocked up prototypes here. But yeah, we'll bundle up all those things for you at some point. All the stuff is going to be available in add-ons at some point. Just be patient.
I
Duke
love
of
that
Death wants to
smoking-
know.
The Duke of Death. Oh, that's from Unforgiven.
Duke
Right?
of Death.
Remember that movie, Stefano?
Oh yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
He says, "Stefan, out of everything you've done, what is the art project you are most proud of so far?"
Wow.
Oh my god. Wow. Out of everything. Jesus, man. Are we talking
Everything.
all my art or just Dwarven Forge?
All your art in life.
Oh. Well, I mean, what I'm most proud of is what has come out of all this.
Yeah.
Is all the team. The team and what it's a collection of artists doing this wonderful, crazy stuff together. I can't even keep up with it anymore. Everyone is just I'm the most proud of this collection of all these great creative people coming together and being so enthusiastic of all this stuff. And just it's basically running. You guys are running it. It's without me. I mean that's like a dungeon master creating a world that then comes to life, and then you get to watch it function.
Yeah.
So that I think, if I were to die tomorrow, I would think that would be my greatest legacy that I would be happiest about for myself. It's not a single sculpture, a single terrain piece, or a single thing. It's the creation of the whole thing.
Well,
That is
it's
my-
bigger than you, right? You've created a thing that's bigger than yourself.
Bigger than any one person.
Yeah.
It's the collective that's the greatness here, the great thing. And you, the fans, the backers, are part of that. The backers, the assemblage of all these collectors over the course of 20 years who have stayed with us and have added their contributions that I've met in real life, that have come to the patron games, and that we've puzzled over pieces. We talked to them at conventions. This wonderful group of the camaraderie of all the people, online, the forum section, what happens there, the camaraderie, the creative minds, this brotherhood, this sisterhood of all these people working together with one vision, and that is to create gaming terrain. That is what I'm the most proud of. And we were the first ones to do it.
Yeah.
I went to Gen Con 96, the booth. There was no modular terrain company. Dwarven Forge started that.
Woo! Woo!
I want everyone to know that. Dwarven Forge was the first, and now there's a lot of companies out there, and that's fine. I love the fact that there's so many choices now. We're the best, but there are other choices out there. And it brings more people into the hobby. It makes people in the hobby say, terrain's pretty cool. Maybe I'll try some terrain. Eventually, they'll come to us, But we're I feel like the godfather of terrain. This is a wonderful thing.
The OD.
That's the legacy I'm happy about. If I were to die tomorrow.
Wow.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die tomorrow. I still have more to give.
Yeah, you do. That's a good question. Give that guy a medal.
Sorry for the long-winded response.
No, it's a good one. What are there any other questions? Any queries? Do we have any back questions from the Kickstarter? Do we have any? Here we go.
We have more from the chat. Orion Noir says,
Hey, Orion Noir's here. He's been like every stream.
He feels like that there is BS on milking the options, to put it
on what?
Very bluntly.
Milking the options?
Yeah, so not presenting all the options up front. He feels like he has more availability to choose through it than when it's added over time.
We went over that.
What?
We didn't want everyone's head to explode.
Yeah. Right.
Well, we don't have the bandwidth to roll everything out all at once.
Everything takes graphics. You have to make the graphics. You have to create it. We're
graphics.
Still sculpting stuff.
Well, and we want to be able to react and change, react to the packs that people are excited about and adjust things and test things. And if he's frustrated, it's fine. There are people who are frustrated that they can't have everything all at once. And just come back on the 29th. We'll have everything. Everything will be out on the 29th. Where, if you can't stand the waiting, just pretend it doesn't exist. Hang up, pledge $1, hang out, wait till the 29th, and then come back and you can see everything.
You can press the thing on the thing that says remind me. Yeah. Remind me in 48 hours or something.
Yeah. Remind me when at the 48-hour mark, and we'll be here. We'll be trucking along, but we like rolling it out a little bit at a time. It gives us flexibility. Lets us roll with the punches. We're still playing with this stuff. We're still testing it. We're still finding.
It's better if you participate. It's better to participate with us and help us to create. Tell us what you want us to create.
It's an organic thing, right? We're not saying, hey, here's the 50 sets. We'll see you in a month. Like we want to work with people. We want to see what they're excited about. We want to hear, hey, grids versus no grids. We want to hear, all this stuff is useful to us. And help sculpt. Right. We're sculpting the thing live, right? You guys are helping us shape the project. So that's and that's not for everybody, and that's totally cool. Like if you want to, you just show up. Like Chris this morning, just come back on the end at the last couple of days, and stuff will be out there, and you can look at it then.
Yeah, don't.
I think a lot of new people don't realize that's what we do. Yeah. They think we just have everything ready, and we're just hey.
Also, we don't know how much we're going to fund, and we can't say, hey, we're going to make all 50 of these packs if we only raise $500,000. Like we have, we need to.
Don't raise enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't release it if we don't. Everything we release costs like $10,000 in a mold.
Yeah.
No, so we can't unless we have the money. We can't promise it.
It's a process. Yeah. So just wait. Just come on back if you can't handle it.
Or stay with us. Even better. Yeah. Participate.
Or just agonize, change your pledge every single day as we release new add-ons, which a lot of people do. Or whatever, Or just pledge for the big one and be done with it.
That's right, yeah.
Lots of options.
We're not like a, it's like a rock concert. It's a thing. You got to just come experience it. It's going to be a little, sometimes it's rough and tumble, and sometimes it's just part of, you just got to kind of go with the flow and enjoy it, or hang out and just come at the end.
They respond, the FOMO is real, I will be here, smiley face. It's just frustrating.
Yep, it is frustrating, but it'll, you're going to look back and you're going to enjoy the journey, I think. You'll be like, just when you think you had it figured out, then, this new add-on comes out, or we release this thing, or whatever.
It's a fun ride, and then when it's over, it's such a letdown. It's like, oh my god, what do I do now?
It's true. We have this community. That's the thing. It's like, just come hang out in the comments section. Come hang out on these live streams. Just come be part of the thing. It's like a festival for however many. How many more days? 21 days. Yeah.
I ran a little D&D game on
in the comments
the other night. It was kind of slow, so I just started DMing, and so we had one dwarf sadly died. he was stung by a murder hornet in the back of the caravan.
Tough way to go.
And,
Tough way to
his
go.
body was taken by a gargoyle.
But someone got a magic sword, though, right?
The street. Someone got a magic sword, and the gargoyle took his body, flew it to Valoria, and buried him, or promised to bury him in the graveyard where he lives, and he pretends to be a gargoyle. I mean, he's
a gargoyle, but pretends to be a statue.
Wow.
Yeah.
And someone made that up, and we rolled with it.
Yeah.
You know, that's fun. Maybe we'll do another one sometime when it's slow.
Yeah. Pacific time. Pacific.
Late night owls.
I think you said date night.
I did too.
See?
Date night. You can date the gargoyle.
Yeah.
Bane Stabberwocky says,
Wait.
Oh.
Bane Stabberwocky?
Yeah.
That is the best name ever. I love it.
Are there any plans for a special resin piece like in Hellscape?
Potentially. I know, Stefan, you threatened to sculpt a little something. You talked about it. I don't know if it's...
I mean, when I get this Destination Fantastic pieces done, I can do some sculpting.
Oh, man. So that's... you gotta get started now if we're gonna have it in the Pledge Manager. You gotta, like... Yeah.
It won't take long. I got some ideas, you know.
Yeah, well, something's brewing. The gnomes are on the hamster wheel. But yeah, we it might be fun to do a resin. And, you know, and that's the thing is we have with such an amazing start, there's a lot of possibilities for us. So yeah, we can do some fun stuff like do some cool limited edition resin stuff or whatever. It's neat. We like the resin.
Night at the Phoenix says, every day you release new stuff, then I have to figure out if I can sell blood another day in a row. Ha ha.
Oh, poor Night at the Phoenix.
Plasma!
Yeah, plasma. Yeah. Oh. Well,
Just eat ramen noodles. You know, it's ramen noodle month.
It is. Yeah, that's part of the fun, right? Is sort of agonizing about all these choices and sort of seeing what comes out and which pack and everything. By the end, all the pieces, there'll be at least one pack that has each piece by the end. We don't have them all out now, but they will all be there. You'll have lots of options to be able to grab the stuff you're excited about.
Take up some mercenary work.
Yeah. Sell other people's blood.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I love the new boat, but we're gonna need a bigger boat, says Eric J. Wahlberg.
Well,
I need a big boat.
Have you ever seen Minnie's eyes? Kind of like doll's eyes, all lifeless like.
You can string, if you've got the rowboat from Cavern's Deep, you can connect it to this boat and make like a super long mega boat. And you have the bayou barge,
Barge. It's a barge.
Yeah, and it's big.
Yeah.
Do you want to do?
I love the little LED lantern.
Right? Nina sculpted that lantern.
Yeah, that's nice. But then you got to worry about what you're attracting in the swamp.
Yeah.
You know, light that up. I don't know.
So you can see where you're going, right?
I'd rather not see anything.
It started with Felipe did this cool sketch like a year ago. Wait, why is this not?
Felipe.
Yeah. He did this cool sketch that started the lantern craze, and the alligator skull craze. There, look at that. We connected the bayou barge and the rowboat. No, we have let's do this. Let's put this on.
Are we? Is there going to be some? You know, I don't want to bring this up, but what is this? Some creatures?
Nope. No creatures. No.
No beans there. No beans there.
No beans
folks.
to be had.
Seraphis the Bland says, I propose a
Seraphis.
drinking game. We drink every time you release a bean. Or do you want us to release a bean every time you drink?
Whoa.
How about that?
That sounds like a threat.
Whoa.
They're coming at us.
Get that BAC up.
We
Backers.
Yep.
you know what? We're gonna release some beans on Saturday. Saturday will be Beaner Day.
Gotta watch on Saturday.
Yeah,
That's
it should be fun. Although I feel like you said that your big bad game was scheduled for Saturday, but I could be wrong.
No, it's going to be recorded
On Saturday.
It's coming in the fall.
They're going to show it. It's going to be like every week they'll show a different.
I know. I thought you were recording it Saturday.
We're
Am I wrong?
record it. but no one's going to see it.
Yeah, no, but you will be on the recording versus, yeah.
Oh, well, it's only a few hours, you know.
That's it. You're gonna blaze through it, right?
Oh yeah.
The 18.
I've got Luke Gygax on my team. Are you kidding me?
He's a Marine. Get you no
the
prisoners.
son of Gygax. I mean, he grew up on the Tomb of Horrors. You know,
Weaned on the tomb.
No problemo. Well, we just didn't we just go through the Tomb of? We went through the Tomb of Horrors. Nobody died.
What? You were doing it wrong.
Anne's cleric did some damage there, and my wizard did some stuff, and we were checking traps everywhere, and not a single person died.
Woo! Go you
Really,
guys.
this is easy, man. I probably shouldn't say that because I think Luke was being kind of easy on us, but I would like to do a Dwarven Forge version of the Tomb of Horrors. I would like to get all the grognards together, like Tim Kask and Mentor and all these other grognards together, and run them through a modern day Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah, you call it the Doom of Horrors. You could. That's
the
a
Tomb of Doom.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I've already brought it up, and the gauntlet has been thrown.
Will they accept Ernie Gygax?
Yeah, we'll get all the dudes, have them come in here, and put them through some Dwarven Forge madness.
The grinder.
Yeah, a grinder.
You could make them.
Grognard grinder.
You could make them meet in a tavern called Grognards.
Grognards.
Yeah.
Nards of Grog. What else do we have? What other questions, queries do we have from the doofers?
Is there any translucency in the water pieces, the waterfalls?
The waterfalls, yes. We're planning to cast them in a translucent. Let's see. Wait. Where's my phone? Please stand up.
Wait. Just use my phone. Okay.
And shine some lights behind them.
They're also interested in knowing if the terrain trays will have translucency.
No, they will be because they have metal in them.
The metal.
Yeah.
We've not created the glass steel yet.
But these will have some translucency. So you could use. There's something cool you could do.
Ooh.
The glowing magic falls.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Kodiak Bear Alaska.
Hey, Kodiak's here.
Would like to know if the boat could have a tent cover someday.
That's a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
We can have stuff.
A mast, a tent, like lots of possibilities.
Akira Maxima says liquid aluminum back to Star Trek. ...
Ha.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, a little beyond our.
That's still.
We're dabbling in some exciting technologies, but that's beyond our capabilities currently.
Eldritch Alchemist says off topic, but do we have any updates on Plaguestone shipping or Hellscape shipping?
Oh man, I was supposed to unbox Plaguestone.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning I'm unboxing Plaguestone.
Oh.
So yeah, we got some samples here, and it looks great. I don't know, we haven't opened it yet, but it should be, and I think it's just hitting the warehouse in the next day or two. But I don't know if it's actually going to go out. So we should get Hellscape out. Do we know where we're at with Hellscape? I think we were supposed to have in another week and a half or something. We're supposed to have everything out domestically, but I'm not sure where we're at. That's a good question. We will check it out.
A lot of
we lost Stefan's audio.
How did the Pathfinder people know about this whole plague thing? They're like prescient or what? Like.
Yeah, it was. I blame Jason from Paizo. He.
What timing? Like,
yeah,
wow.
he originated the Plague Stone, and here we are.
Plague. Maybe it's because of them. You know.
Yeah, but a bunch of people have gotten their Hellscape. We keep seeing pictures popping up. It's moving out every 50 pledges a day or something are going out. It's moving, but it's
marvelous. I was blown away when I got my pieces. Hellscape is really great.
It's really just right. The magma rivers, just
people are blown away by.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I was afraid to use my fogger. I was afraid to use the fogger because I was like, oh my god, I can't get this thing wet. And then someone told me, dude, you just put a transparent thing of plastic.
Yeah.
Over your
light panels.
Just put the plastic down over the light panels, and then the pieces on top.
Boom.
And then you don't have to worry about the electronic parts. I was like, why didn't I get that?
The magic of plastic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good
So
stuff.
you can have the glowing stuff and the fog rolling through it.
Fire and water.
Yeah.
In one place. What else?
That was one of our backers told me that. Was it Carmen or someone?
No, we have some very smart backers.
Yeah.
Very, very smart.
Total BFs would like to know if there are any pieces in this Kickstarter that will be using the fogger.
Yes.
Great.
That sounds like a bean. What?
Yeah, was that a bean? Take a drink. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, we are, and you already the volcano exists, and we might even you're gonna love this one, Stefan. We have a future piece that's sculpted that's not gonna be in this Kickstarter that takes the fogger. Also, maybe we'll show that at some point.
The future.
Yeah, the future.
The way of the future.
The future.
The way of the future.
Vertex Artist would like to know if the fogger works with the waterfall.
I need more color in this thing.
Yeah, you're running low. The fogger does not currently work with the waterfall, but I don't know. We might be able to figure out something clever. Part of the challenge with the fogger and the waterfall is the fogger shoots straight up, and like you want the water mist to be kind of like you want a low-hanging fog, and the floor fogger kind of does a geyser.
You can use your
fog monster.
Your fog monster too. You can use your fog monster.
Yeah, when's the Fog Monster 2 shipping? Yeah.
Rabbit Burner says, can you
Hey, Rabbit Burner's here!
Hey, Rabbit.
How was his daughter's birthday?
Ooh, he'll have to respond, but
yeah.
Can you confirm Plaguestone plants not in Wildlands, please?
Yes, confirmed. So we will, Rabbit Burner was asking if the Plaguestone plants will be in the Wildlands, and no, even though they were designed to fit, they're not going to be here, but they will be on our web store soon? Question mark? I don't know. They're as soon as we get the stuff shipped. So we get Hellscape shipped, and then Plaguestone shipped, and then once the dust is settled on that, we'll put whatever we have left for Plaguestone in the web store, including the pack with those plants. Which is, can you throw me the poison bloom if you'd be so kind?
The poison, pass the poison bloom, please.
All right, so we got this guy. Is in there, and the vine lasher. Anyways, I'll have to, we'll unbox it. Can you see this, Chris? There you go. Woo, this little guy. Right at home. We were thinking about re-releasing this in Wildlands, but we're like, nobody's even gotten it yet, and it's going to be available on the web store really soon, so it didn't seem to make sense. Because there's an add-on pack just with the new plants and a cool log and a bunch of stuff, so.
Will all the add-ons in the Untamed... all the add-ons be in the Untamed, or do I need to go on the side ones too?
So, the Wildlands Untamed Pledge will include every sculpt that we currently have planned in the campaign will be in the Uber Mega Pledge. It will not have the battle boards. And we may have some additional terrain trays that we release that won't be in there. So there's some surface level scenery that it won't have. But it will have all the sculpted stuff, unless, the trajectory we have right now, we may go far beyond what we'd ever planned, and we may end up having some things that were beyond our original scope, which might not make it in there. But we'll make them, they'll be easy add-on packs to add or whatever. But currently, all the sculpted pieces will be in the Wildlands Untamed by the end of the campaign.
And the best thing everybody could do to help yourselves and to help us is to spread the word.
Yes.
Whatever, places you go online and talk about our Kickstarter. Get more people to come in here and join us.
Yeah.
If everybody was to just get one person interested, that would be amazing, right?
Well, that would double our number, yeah.
More rewards. Everyone get more rewards, and it would be great.
Yep. Yeah. Spread the word. Tell everybody. Wildlands. Join us in the Wildlands.
Go to the forums. Go to the go to the Critical Role sites. Go to Pathfinder Reaper. Go all over the place and say, hey, this Kickstarter is awesome, and that will help us. It helps you. It helps the world. It helps everything.
It helps the world. Yeah.
That's right.
Put some
Terrain
stuff on
to
Twitter.
everyone.
Yeah. Agree. It was sage advice. What else do we have? Any other? Let's take a couple more questions, and then we should probably wrap up because it's 8:30, right?
It's 8:26.
8:26.
Close enough. What is the difference between
is-
terrain trays, battle boards, and tiles? Asks Alaska Slacka.
Oh, Alaska Slacka, the big winner. Right? Didn't Alaska Slacka win?
Yeah, he did.
The giveaway
2 days
recently?
ago.
2 days ago. All right, so terrain trays. Let's see. Here's like an old. What's one again? So, let's go this way. All right, so terrain trays are metal. The big ones are 1 by 1 foot by 1 foot. We have some smaller ones that are 6 inches by 6 inches. They are metal, double-sided with neoprene in them, or neoprene. They've got metal inside. They've got neoprene coating, and the reason they are metal. Let's see. Do I have anything with an anchor magnet here? My life here. This Dread Hollow piece, right? So we have anchor magnets on much of our pieces, so you can stick them to your terrain trays. It helps stuff not move around. You can slide in for building, easier storage. They're great for doing elevation. You put some stilts under and whatnot. So a bunch of the liquidy terrain trays in this campaign are going to have a texture. I don't know if you can see this. There's a cool water texture on here, right? It's got a little texture. It's got sheen. It looks like ripples of water. It makes them just so much more lifelike. Right, Stefan, you saw this stuff and it like you blew your mind.
So much
They're
better with those little ripply things. The texture.
It has texture. It
Catches
has
the light, and so at certain angles it glistens like the way water should.
Yes. So that's the terrain trays. So then the mats, the texture mats, are essentially this without the metal backing. So they can be as affordable as possible. They're 2 feet by 2 feet, so you can roll them down. You can put a bunch of them together. Then you can roll them up for easy storage. And then it's the same thing. It'll give you a pretty big, seamless card. As I was doing these builds, I was like, doing a whole bunch of 1 by 1 square. It's just like it's 1 foot by 1 foot. It's just like I had too many seams. Like we want the water. We have this cool illusion. We want to, we want to see it bigger. So they're 2 feet by 2 feet, and that's the most affordable. Yeah, right. It's a big mat.
That's huge.
We were looking at 3 foot by 3 foot, and it became cost prohibitive. Like the shipping is what really kills those 3-footers have to ship in big log tubes, and it was like a whole thing. So, but 2 feet is the magic number. So we're doing 2 foot by 2 foot, and we'll see if they're super popular. Maybe who knows? The sky's the limit there. And then battle boards are, and we have new prototypes of battle boards coming. But battle boards are similar, except that they have thickness to them. They'll be solid. They'll be plastic, nice black. This is just like spray painted prototype, but they're as thick as a floor tile. So the idea is you can build them in line. You can build them in line with your floor tiles, like this, right? Something like that. Or let me get the banks. My world for the banks. Do you have any banks behind you? Got me some swamp banks, please. They work really well if you've got
Swamp banks. Swamp. The swamp is like the coolest thing.
I lost Stefano
you're
again.
doing. The swamp is awesome.
There you go. What's awesome? Yeah, the swamp is gonna be cool, right? So you have this glistening swamp water.
And when the fog goes over the swamp, that'll be so awesome.
So you can build this. You can build these in line with your banks into the swamp water. So they work basically interchangeably with the floors. They work with the banks. They're elevated up. They're also really good for doing elevation, or if you want something really sturdy. These things, they're thick, they're heavy. They don't bend as much as terrain trays do.
Yeah.
So if you want to build a big castle on a thing, you get some mountain ones and use it to build your castles and whatnot.
And it's such a shame that we don't have any creatures coming. It's such a shame. We don't have anything coming out of the swamp or anything.
It breaks my heart a little to have no
breaks my heart.
Wilderness with no wild, no beasts, flora but no faunas, no Bambis, no nothing. All right, what else? What else do we have? Last question before.
All right, last question is from Gypsy Rover.
Rover.
Yeah. Are the water mats double-sided?
No, the water mats are single-sided. Currently, the terrain trays are double-sided, so they'll have two different textures. This is a forest one from us Kickstarter. The battle boards are single-sided. The water mats are single-sided. The battle boards, so this will be black. Oh, it's semi-black. These will be black. They'll be black plastic. This is actually you painted this, Mason.
I did paint that.
Yeah. And they have magnets on the bottom so that you can stick your terrain trays to them and use it as to elevate your terrain trays up to floor level. Things like that. Boom. But the water mats are single-sided. The idea with the water mats is we wanted to make them as affordable as possible, so you could get a lot of big coverage affordably with that cool water texture. That's the thing. Is this like this glistening? It's like it's just magic. Yeah. This looks really. It's
2 feet by
2
2
feet
by
by 2
2
feet. Yeah.
It's enough to put one of those big ships on it.
Yeah.
On the entire thing, a big ship.
Or you get 4 of them and you layer them up, make a you can make a 4x4, and then you have
a long winding river you can make.
Yeah. Well, that's a cool alt build that we're gonna do at some point with the swamp. Take the Sorrow Isle mega build and take the 4. It's got 4 2x2 mats. Lay them out in a row and do a river in there.
Yeah.
A long river battle. Yeah, it'd be fun.
You got a boat battle. You got to have 2 ships. You got to have a ship battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naval combat. All right.
Maybe some Nomis submarines coming up. Yeah.
No one knows.
I'm also going to be on this thing tomorrow. I wanted to say before.
Yeah. Oh, is this the German Comic Con?
German Comic Con. German Comic Con has me as a guest speaker on twitch.tv/German Comic Con tomorrow.
COMIC.
German Comic Con.
German.
2 C's. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of C's.
Yeah.
So, nice. Are you going to be speaking in German primarily, or what's?
I'm gonna speak in an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent.
Isn't he Austrian?
Yeah, he's Austrian.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure they'll love that. You should use that joke tomorrow. I think it'll go over big. It'll be,
They'll love me. Yeah. They'll run me out of town.
it'll be a big hit. Well,
We
cool.
were in Germany at Essen, at the Essen Game Fair. We were there.
Yeah.
And we have some German backers this year. We got like a bunch of German backers. Thank you.
I've been to Germany 3 times. Back at the turn of the millennium for the Love Parade. It's wild, man.
It's a lot of great outfits. People dressed up. The cosplay out there is incredible.
Yeah.
Don't they have insane landing
Orcs and knights and armor. Lots of armor. They love the armor.
Yeah,
Awesome.
they're all in.
You can drink mead in the convention hall. You can drink mead.
Wow.
Who doesn't love that?
Americans. Yeah, American convention centers. That's who. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, good luck with your Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation tomorrow, and keep rabble rousing. Thanks for hanging out, Stefan. It's fun. It's almost like you're here.
It's great to check in. Everyone's doing a great job. The backers are incredible. We got more backers this year.
Yeah, and growing.
It's great. We're doing great things. Let's do it together.
Woo!
And I look forward to seeing what's coming next.
Yeah, surprises. So
I'll keep talking on the comment section, and
we have tomorrow night. Erin is going to be doing a paint stream, a forest. Right, she's doing a forest tomorrow. Forest paint stream. I think is she doing the thoughtful touches?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So she's going to show you, if you get like the factory painted version, here's some couple of things, some details that you could pop off pretty easily, some little things you could highlight on your pieces to make them look even cooler. And who knows what else. So she'll be hosting tomorrow. And then Thursday, Tyler will be on doing a critical rebuild. He's doing the Hag's Den. There may be cupcakes involved. Yeah. So should be wild. And then I will be back on Friday night for another Q&A. And then Saturday we have a game.
Yay!
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. There will be a few things revealed. And then Sunday, Hamster is gonna be painting ruins. Showing off the ruins paint scheme, which is there's so many I keep saying poor Michelle because we had to hold so many of those things. But she's working on something right now that is just stellar.
Beans!
You saw those ruins pieces in person, and your jaw dropped. Remember you seeing you were just like,
those are coming out.
Well, they're out already. They're there. The Archaean arches. Oh my God!
They're bigger than people think they are. They're really big.
That's last.
They're big size.
Closer.
I like big ruins, and I cannot lie.
Oh my gosh.
They're just unbelievable. Like the detail. These things are the elvish architecture. Callantyr.
What kind of creatures are going to be lurking in those ancient ruins? Spirits,
rubble
beasts.
who
knows what? Ancients.
The realm of the ancients.
Maybe they're haunted. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see.
Or maybe there's some friendly people there. Who knows? Maybe there's some druids or some
druids aren't always friendly. We got wait stickers.
Hermits, or maybe there's some angry elves. I don't know.
Angry elves are my favorite kind.
It's bad when they get angry. It's bad.
Yeah, it's great. So that's what we have coming up. We'll be streaming every single day. Did we figure out what Wargaming is the... Do we know when the big Wargame tournament is?
It's next Thursday.
Next Thursday, which is like the 20th?
It's a number.
So
I think it's 19th.
That's going to be a fun one, too. We got lots of fun stuff. Well... So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Stefan, for hanging out. Thank you, all the backers, for hanging out.
Before we pop off...
Wait, we got more announcements.
If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to join the Discord. Feel free to email customer service. We try to update every single day. Feel free to comment on the actual Kickstarter page as well.
Stefan will be in there running games, doing craziness in the comments section, rabble-rousing. Yeah.
But feel free to reach out if you ever are lost. I tried to get to a lot of the comments tonight, but we just have so many of you guys, which is awesome. So
we'll have a full-fledged Friday. Will be a full-fledged Q&A, and I'll do some stuff. My kids tried to watch last night. Talia watched the whole thing. My wife watched the whole thing, but the kids tried watching this, and Grace said, "Daddy, it's too much talking and not enough playing. Like, you have all these pieces, you just gotta play with them. Like, kids just want to see you play."
Yeah.
So I think Friday we're gonna do some more hands-on. We'll be playing.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some fireball shots.
Woo! Fireball shots.
Woo.
All right. And thank you, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Woo! Good night.